Alrighty, good morning everybody. So today we are just going to do a little, let's see what's awaiting us for the next, we'll say the next week and a half. We'll do a week and a half because that might be that's a good little start. Alright, so before we completely get started, over here I have my 2 cards. I have 3 decks, but I actually only have 2 pulled out. I'll probably only use 1 though, because this one is my newest one that my boyfriend got me, and I love it. So beautiful. So this is my little moss terrarium where I keep my frankincense that I want to burn. Today I put on the one that had lapis lazuli inside it. So that would be this one right here. So this one's got lapis lazuli, there's amethyst, and then we've got red jasper over here. But for some reason, I just wanted the lapis lazuli, and I also pulled out one of my little stones, and then this is also some fluorite. This is the one that I grabbed first, so I just decided to keep it over here. So, okay, let's start with prayer first. Lord, Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning and allowing us to have a wonderful day, to see all of the signs, the blessings, the messages, and overall vibes that you wish for us to not only see within ourselves, but with us to see in others. I ask that you continue to help ignite our hearts so that our eyes can see, our ears can hear, our minds can discern, and our hearts can love. I ask that you help guide those who have gifts to this reading so that they may be able to see what it is that they need to work on in the coming week and a half, 2 weeks. I ask Spirit and my guardian angel, my angel, who I believe is my grandmother, I ask that she come and help me deliver all of these messages to you, because sometimes I have a hard time describing things and just letting the words and the messages flow. So, Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and spirit guides and ancestors, what things is it that we are going to need to focus on in the next coming week to help not only heighten our natural gifts, but also to help bring them to the light, to help bring them not only to our light, but also be able to help see the gifts in us, because let's be honest guys, we are living in a completely different world than we used to. Okay, King of Wands and 5 of Swords. Okay, so this one was the 5 of Swords, just this one was actually behind the King of Wands. So first off the bat, to me, this is somebody, whoever, whether this is a guy, this is a girl, your guardian angel. I am noticing that the sunflowers are here, and it looks like there's actually some lily flowers, or like lily leaves. But anyways, so if you notice, he's pointing up here, and it was directly in front of this one. Like, I didn't even realize that there was 2 cards at first. So that just shows to me that there is going to be some kind of something that's coming your way that you need to look out for. Probably you've been getting the signs, you've probably felt the vibes, the intuition, the just the overall offness of what it is that, you know, whatever it is that your mind and your intuition has been thinking, which is a big message the last few weeks, is that everybody has natural gifts, everybody has natural talents, and the problem is that we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our instincts because of the society and the world that we live in today. We have been taught from a very young age that whatever it is, man, I knew some of those were too big. Whatever it is that, you know, makes you different, makes you bad, and makes you wrong. And that's not what it is. That's not how life is. That's not how you should live your life. Nobody should live their life worried or afraid of what they are, who they are, how they became that way. Because the fact of the matter is you are going to go wherever it is that you're destined to be, regardless of how you get there. There's always going to be some person that's standing in your way, some job, something, just something that's always going to be in your way. And so you need to just make sure that you pay attention to your signs and you see the things that are coming, because currently we are about to be in one of the, and we're sort of already there. I'm not really good on my astrology yet, so if I say some things wrong, I apologize. But we had Venus in retrograde. Now there is Saturn, I believe, that's going in retrograde, as well as Pluto. So Saturn, I've always associated Saturn, and thankfully, and I don't know if you noticed before, real quick, during the prayer, the first part of it, I started to do a prayer that one of the girls on YouTube, who is an amazing high priestess, she is just amazing. Honestly, if it wasn't for her, like, I don't think I would have ever started doing these videos, because again, I was self-conscious of my own blessings and my own gifts and the things that just, you know, have been in my life overall. So just, her name is QueenCup, and just a little shout out to her. She is amazing. If you ever watch this, I love you. And I used to always tell my my boyfriend that it's kind of funny because you kind of remind me of like what I imagined my aunt would be like. Like, because my dad, my birth father, used to always tell me that his sister was like this horrible person, but like for some reason I just never believed him. Every time he would always talk about her, I would just kind of block it out, you know, and just ignore it. And come to find out, she's the reason he doesn't like her so much is because she ended up going down a wrong path with her gifts. You know, she ended up, she thought, again, she didn't understand them, she didn't acknowledge them, she didn't accept them, she didn't accept who she was. So anyways, but okay, let's I'm going to read these for you because this is a new deck for me, so I'm also still kind of trying to, and I want to make sure that any messages that might come out you can receive, whether it's something that I see or something that I say, or whether it's something that I read from the book and you guys just, or it makes you think of something, you know, because that's what this is about. People think that, you know, reading cards is all about telling you what's going to happen, like this is it, and that's not what it is. I was telling my boyfriend last night because he asked me if our signs are compatible, as in relationship-wise, and I was like, honey, I've never once really believed in the compatibility of horoscopes and astrology, just because everybody has signs, everybody has all of the planets and all of the signs in their chart. So you're already at a baseline of where your personality, your emotions, your just overall energy is going to be. However, through life, you are supposed to learn new things. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to help your higher self become higher and high vibrated, while also helping your lower and your darker half, your shadow self, do the same thing. Because you can't have one without the other. And I realized this the other day in a conversation with God. And the only reason I say conversation is because even though I do pray, I've also been taught to listen. It's not just about what you want to talk and what you want to wish for and what you want to tell him about. You also have to listen to what he has to say to you. So the other day he told me that, I asked him, you know, like I always have a problem from a very young age as to why people are evil, why people do mean things, why people do hurtful things, why it's just so hard for people to love for the sake of loving, without any bias, without any judgments, anything like that. And I was just like, I just asked him, you know, like, why can't you use this virus? And it was a very, very selfish thing for me to ask for. But I said, why can't you just use this virus to get rid of all of the evil people and the people with hatred in their hearts? And he said, honey, that's not how it works. because then nobody would be able to come to me. Nobody would be able to come home. And that's true. And it took me, I really didn't realize that at first. But so anyways, okay, sidetracked. That happens a lot. This is why I try to not, this is why I tend to stay away from channeling a lot while I'm doing cards, because I tend to go off on tangents. So I always feel like, you know, like people are gonna be like, oh, what are you talking about, woman? Well, the fact of the matter is this is what I do. I just need to, you know, let it go. Let it flow. Okay, so King of Wands, Swords, Pentacles, and hey, did I skip it already? Did I skip it? I believe I did. I believe I did. Kitty, kitty, are you ready to go see your babies again? Okay, King of Wands. Give me just one moment, Mama. Okay, hold on. 1 second, y'all. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. Ooh. Sorry about that. We've got a ton of fur babies, and they all just had to potty. Or, I mean, they all just wanted to go see their dad. This is my big jar of frankincense. Okay, so I bought these coals on Amazon, and I got them because, you know, there were some really good reviews, but then there were also some really bad ones. So I was like, well, let's just try it, you know. I mean, it was like $10, I guess, for a pack of 100. So I went ahead and did it. They just, I feel like they burn really, really fast. So give me just a minute while I get back in the thing. I know I was getting ready to read stuff, but I hate getting distracted, especially when I'm trying to keep my train of thought, because channeling is very hard for me sometimes. Like, I tend to like forget what I'm saying, especially if I get distracted or like another thought pops in my head or something like that. Like, I get really distracted. So, Lord, Father, God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide me, lead me, and help me speak these messages clearly to those who will be watching it, to help them see what gifts that is that they need to work on, what things it is that they need to pay attention to. Overall, just the vibes and the messages that, you know, you guys have for them. Destiny was right. I love the crackling noise of frankincense when it burns, when it has like parts of the bark in it. Oh my gosh, I just love it. She had mentioned it like, I want to say like a month ago. So that's really cool, because I do like it. I do like it a lot. Okay, so your King of Wands, according to Fabio Listrani, Fabio Listrani. I hope I'm saying that right and I'm not butchering it. Anyways, okay, so the words for this one says, even with an authoritarian and dominating presence, the King of Wands incarnates attitude, wisdom, ambitions, but also honesty and faithfulness. This arcana pushes us to aim high towards our ambitions, diffusing complete success to our projects and desires. If reverse, the outcome, oh well, it's not reversed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So then it says advice of the dead, which I actually really like this. I really like that word. It tells you what it's supposed to portray, like what the, I guess, original definition is, and then what the advice of the dead is. So it says, follow the advice of a strong person in whom you trust without fear, and this will be particularly remunerative and rewarding. I apologize. I kind of have dyslexia. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but like, it was really bad when I was growing up. Like, I used to spend after school writing, you know, my B's and my D's and everything. And teachers knew about it and they'd still mark me off sometimes, especially during timed tests. Like, really? Ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, but guess what? It made me better for who I am. Because even though I kind of find it funny sometimes, you know, like when I stutter or when I lose my train of thought, it's fun. It's funny. It's good to laugh at yourself. You know, it makes you feel better. But anyways, okay. So, 5 of Swords. A great inner conflict is afflicting us and makes us feel humiliated. Fleeing or fighting seems to us to be the only ways to deal with the situation. It will only be through acquiring a new point of view and following the flow of the battle that will manage to undermine this negative density, improving ourselves and exiting the crisis, strengthened and enriched. Advice of the dead. This is not the moment to oppose what seems to be adverse, but to follow its movements and its flow, exploiting it to your advantage. Okay, so again, off the bat, that's, you know, there's something that you were hiding, needed to pay attention to. So with those definitions, and just because I also, if it is my grandmother, she's calling me out too, because let's be honest, my grandma does that. She did that a lot. That's why she was my favorite. I'm just kidding. She wasn't my favorite. I'm kidding. Yes, she was. I love all my family. I can't help it. We've got a big family, dude. Like, ginormous. Anyways, okay, so clearly you're hiding something. You're not seeing things. And this is kind of funny because yesterday I was watching Shonnetta on YouTube. And one of the things that she was mentioning, because I was cross-watching for signs. You know, I was watching my Venus and I was watching my rising. And I think I watched my moon. But I know obviously I watched my sun. I mean, I do that all the time. But actually, after I get done with this, I'm going to watch a sun reading too, that conscious evolution energy, or conscious evolution journey. Is that what it is? Damn, I messed it up. I don't know. But I like her. She kind of reminds me of this girl that works at the shop in town. Her name's Kelly. They kind of have the same voice, and like the vibe, like the readings are kind of the same. So it's kind of funny because she doesn't, I've never seen a video where she's showed her face before, like on YouTube. So it'd be kind of funny if it was the same person. I think it'd be kind of awesome. Okay, so, but anyway, so Shonnetta was talking about how there's a lot of, she kept feeling, you know, very strong masculine and feminine energies, but a lot of them were not balanced, you know, like a lot of them, like particularly for me, my masculine energy probably is a lot higher than my femininity, or at least it was 2 or 3 days ago. And then like for my boyfriend, his is the same way because, you know, he's very strong, he's very protective, he's smart, he's intelligent, but he does have a hard time talking about things, and I do too. I mean, everybody does. Everybody has a hard time talking about things. So clearly from this, it makes me feel like your masculinities, for particularly, there's a person here that's looking at this, and they know what it is that they're hiding from themselves. They know that, you know, they're not the best at being productive, and they're not the best at protecting whatever it is, you know, that they want. They're not the best at executing their plans. Their femininity side is just trying to like run, like their intuition, their heightened abilities, their nurturing, their caring. It's like, come on, come on, come on. They're running. But you see, the man is in the background, okay? He's in the back. That means that he's not, I'm sorry, it's not zooming, it's not focusing, but he's in the background behind the girl, and there's these swords at the front, right? So if she reaches the swords before he does, she's gone. Like she's got to start all over again. You know, she's not whole. She's not there. And if he doesn't catch up, he's gonna lose the love of his life. You know, and that's what our life is about. That's what that's honestly what the journey of life is we're supposed to go through. We're supposed to find our other half. We're supposed to raise both of our vibrations, both of our, like, because I mean, I was explaining this to my boyfriend last night. We are made up of a conscious that we see and we use every day, and then there's our subconscious that we don't, and that, you know, like when we sleep, it's the one that has our dreams. It's the reasons why we are the way that we are. It's the things that we hide. It's the things that we don't like. So I used to always, the easiest way for me to think about it is in your conscious. Your conscious, your everyday life, the things that you do, the people that you see, the words that you speak has both masculine and feminine, as well as your subconscious, which also has masculine and feminine. Now, because of that, though, overall, to me, your conscious is an overall masculine energy, and then your subconscious is an overall feminine energy. And the only reason I think about that is probably because of the social norms that are in our world today, with, you know, men being the caretakers and the givers and the freaking people you're supposed to follow and all that stuff, which is just ridiculous. But okay, so I've been babbling, and we've got a few cards here that I haven't been paying attention to. So we've got Strength and 7 of Wands in reverse. Now, I love this card. First of all, I've been getting this card quite a lot lately, just particularly for myself. And so I know when it's, and according to this definition, I know that when it's this way, it's talking about, you know, it's not time. I think that's what it was. It's not time to set down roots is when it's in the normal way. If it's reversed, I think it's everything's okay. Again, like I said, this is kind of relatively new to me, I guess. I mean, it's not, but it is. So, okay, that was... Oh, and then the one that came out on top of that one was the Strength card. So it's saying... So to me, before I go ahead and finish reading this, is it's saying to me that there's a lot of strength here. There's a lot of... there's things that are going to be coming, but you, again, the things that you have done in your life, things that you have been through, what has made you has given you that strength, has made you into the person that you are, despite the things that you went through. Because again, you're gonna get to wherever God and the universe and spirit wants you to go, regardless of how you get there. You can have one detour, you could have no detours. There could be freaking detour after detour after detour, and you've gone in a circle 12 times. Like, it happens. It's life. That's the whole point of life. It's to grow, to learn, and to experience new things. Okay, so 7 of Wands, which swords, that's not my area. Okay, so 7 of Wands says a moment of great rush, a moment. Now this is I'm going to read it till it says to flip it. So this is this way. A moment of great rush of energy, openness, and growth towards the heights. The 7 of Wands brings with it collaboration, actions, structures that are already complete and formed. But precisely for this reason, if the tendency is towards excessive conservatism, it could cause discussions, indecisions, and friction. Make a decision quickly, even consulting people around you in order to proceed and go ahead, as this is not yet time to put down roots. So again, like I said, that means that until you're at that point, like if you're not balanced and you're not whole, relatively whole anyways, or at least have that intent to be balanced, this is going to be very difficult for you. You're going to have a lot of strength. Whereas if you're balanced, it's going to come easy. It's going to be, it's just going to be easy, you know? Like, I mean, you're not going to have to struggle. I mean, yeah, you'll probably have some struggles here and there, but it's not going to be as drastic as it would have been if you wouldn't have been ready. Make sense? Okay, so then we've got the 6 of Pentacles, which was upside down in reverse. Which, if you take the fact that pentacles are associated with money, wealth, good luck, prosperity, stuff like that, you see that he is below it. And he's not, man, I gotta figure out how to make it focus. And he's not paying attention to it. But then we've also got the 8 of Cups. And in this one, they're contemplating, they're thinking about the things that they're hiding. Not necessarily that they're hiding, but, you know, the things that they don't want to bring to light, the things that they would rather just forget. Because let's be honest, we all have pasts. We all have been the bad person. We have all been the good person. We have all been the victim. We have all been... We've all been on every which way of the spectrum, because, again, it's life. And if you sit here and tell me that you haven't been, that you've never done something bad, you're lying to yourself, and you need to be honest with yourself. Because again, if you're not honest with yourself, once we get out of this retrograde cycle, if you're not ready and you're not in the spot that you need to be in, oh honey, you are going through that timeline again. You are repeating it. It is just going to be a circle. I have been saying it for months, and it's so funny because Eric was like, I'm sorry, that's my boyfriend saying, he was like, no, this is not the age of Aquarius, you know, the age of Aquarius is in 100 years, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but think of what's going on. Everything that's happening between the global chaos, the just continental chaos, the environmental chaos, the financial crisis that's about to happen. I mean, not really about to happen, but you never know. We've got people in our government who are freaking crazy in their head and want to overthrow a guy who's actually been trying to help us for so freaking long. I mean, let me sit here. I mean, okay, you know what? Nope, never mind. Stay away from politics, because I don't really pay that much attention to it anyways. Half the time I'm just like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm voting for. Like, I know what it is that I want to do, and I know why it is that I'm doing what it is that I'm doing right now. So I can get to where I want to be, so maybe I don't have to sit here and worry about, you know, handouts from the government and all that other stuff. I mean, I don't have to worry about that now, but things get worse. You never know what's going to happen. So, and then we've also got the King of Swords, which it's actually kind of funny because I didn't really notice it before, but he's kind of in a military uniform. I mean, that's a military medal. Like, I don't remember what it's called. Maybe that one's the Bronze Star? I don't know. But anyways, so it's a military medal. And okay, so the reason he bought me these cards is because I'm Mexican and Native American and European. And so I've been really wanting to connect to the, I guess, indigenous side of my heritage, my culture, my DNA. And since I've got these cards, oh my gosh, I love it. I feel more myself, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so let's see. Oh, is there a decision? It's almost like some of you are actually this person, this particular Eight of Cups, whether it's feminine or masculine, this is you. And it to me, it's almost like you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make on whether or not you want to focus on just the gain of what it is that you're going to get, or if you want to like the physical, the things that you can touch, the material gain, or if you're going to go towards the more spiritual part of it, I think. I'm sorry, guys. I'm starting to get sleepy already. I hate it when that happens. That just means that they're telling me to stop, which is stupid. I don't want to stop. It's probably why I get really drained. What did I say that one was? It's a 9? Is that what I said? No, it's a 6. Okay, so the 6. Okay, we are in the present, but in front of a precautious equilibrium, an alteration that swings like a pendulum between positive and negative. It could make our physical and economical situation unstable while waiting for a solution and an ulterior evolution. It will be time, fluid, and unilateral, never stopping. That will make the situation evolve and enable us to overcome eventual obstacles. Proceed with audacity and without haste, working hard to keep yourself focused on the present. What you desire will arrive when the time is right. Okay, actually, that makes more sense now. Because you're constantly thinking about it, you're constantly... Okay, so I was kind of close. Yeah, I can tell that I'm thirsty. This is coffee, this is not water. I probably need to get some water. I've noticed lately with the more we get closer to the eclipses that are happening, the more unstable my sleeping schedule's been, the more unstable my hydration has been. One day I'll drink like 7 bottles of water, another day I'll drink like 2, but like I'll still feel the same, and I'll be the same amount of thirsty, I'll be the same amount of dehydrated, but it's just like, I don't know, it's weird. Okay, so now let's go to the 8 of Cups. Chalices, chalices, lovely, lovely chalices. Those are swords, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so the 8. Okay, a new moment of balance that, although connected to emotions and feelings, leaves some doubt as to its duration. This is probably a precautious stability. If not faced in a serene and satisfying manner, it may mutate into a difficult situation through laziness, self-isolation, or fear of possible delusions. Accept your actual situation and the possible failures, and try to be receptive and disposed towards a change of equilibrium destined in any case to meet. All right. Sorry guys, did not realize it stopped recording. So, again, we've got, just a quick recap. We have King of Wands. Directly behind that was the 5 of Swords, which is showing us that there is some kind of imbalance in your life, whether it is just you personally or if it's you and another person, which, again, as stated from before, being in a relationship, it's not just 1 + 1 = 2, and it's not just masculine and feminine. It's my 2 halves plus your 2 halves plus God, spirit, ancestors, all of that equals all of us. So it's not, so I mean, you've got to figure out where this balance lies, and honestly, like I said before, unless you do that with these 2 cards that came out, the Strength and then the 7 of Wands behind it, if you don't figure this out, you don't come to that conclusion, you don't start working on figuring out whatever it is that is unbalanced within your life, it's going to be very hard for you, and it's going to be, I don't want to say very hard, because that could be, that everybody's got different definitions of difficulty. So just keep in mind that until you do this, you're going to have to remember that you are strong, you know what you're doing, okay? You are of this earth. Again, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We are of this earth. Our natural habitat is to be with nature. We're supposed to go outside. We're supposed to sit in the grass. We're supposed to run our feet through the sand. We're not made to sit here and to always make videos and to always tell others advice and to always be there for other people. We have to be there for ourselves first before we can truly be there for somebody else. So with the other 3 that came out, we had the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Then we had the 8 of Cups. And then we had the King of Swords, which with all of that is confirming again that it doesn't matter what path you take, what detours you take. All that matters is that you're gonna get there. You just have to believe it. You have to have faith in it. Just stop with the negativity. Stop with the overthinking. Stop with the just overall freaking craziness, you know? I mean, like, just be you. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. That's what this time was for. That's what this crisis was for. That's what this that's what this stupid illness in this quarantine has been for. Is to not only bring us all back to God and to bring us all home, but to bring us all home to ourselves. I remember being freaking 4 years old, crying my eyes out, telling God that I didn't want to be here anymore, that people were too mean, and that I just wanted to go home. Guess what? He said, heck no, you're living your life here because you've got better things for you. I'm 26 years old. I have a 3-year-old son that I haven't seen in 2 years, but I'm still good. Like, I'm happy. And it's not, I mean, it is my fault that I haven't seen my son, and it's not. Because the fact of the matter is I was trying to put myself into a better position, but I also went about it the worst way in the entire world. I went about it the wrong way. My detour was just like, wham, off the beaten path. Like, to be honest, they say not to test God, and oh my goodness, do not test God, okay? My son's father was abusive in every sense of the word. Every sense of the word. And when I finally left, he told me that he was going to get my son. He was going to take my son away from me, and that, you know, it was going to be, he just scared me. You know, this is scary. So I prayed and I begged, and then all these other things started happening. But I was like, God, if you take my son away from me, I will not live here anymore. I will not be here. I will start over. You can send me back, but I do not want this life anymore if I don't have my son. So what did God do? God said, haha, joke's on you. And he took him away. Took him away, and I went through hell and back. But not once did God let those negative thoughts get into my head about hurting myself. Not once did God leave me out to dry. He was there by my side the whole time. So it doesn't matter what path you take. It doesn't matter how you get there. You're gonna get there. If God wants you to do it, you're gonna freaking do it. There's nothing you can do about it, because guess what? He is the great I am. He is the Almighty. He is everything. He is love. He is the Word, and the Word was with him. Okay? So don't worry about whatever it is that you guys have been thinking about. Don't worry about, just stop worrying, okay? Like, the more we worry, oh no, it's almost gone. The more we worry, the more that the devil is able to get into our head. The more he's able to scare us and to tell us that God doesn't love us and that God's giving up, and that, you know, that overall that we're just stuck. And that's not the truth. Like, that's his whole plan, guys. He will promise you everything in the world, everything under the sun, okay, to get you to fall from your grace, to get you to give up your everlasting life and salvation. That's just what he does. He's the devil. That's what he does. In the moment you do what he wants you to do, and he's got you hook, line, and sinker, he takes it away. Just like that old commercial. Remember it was I think it was a State Farm commercial, where it was the old man, you know, and he had the fishing pole with the little dollar on it, and he's like, ooh, you can get it, you can get it. Oh no, that's the fucking devil. I'm sorry, excuse my language. That's the devil, okay? That's what he does. He baits you, and he throws your most wildest and everything that you could ever want. He throws it at you, and it's only to make you fall. It's to make you go through the cycle again, because the moment that you fall, the moment that you turn to him, yeah, you can still come back from it. Like, you can still, God does not give up on you until the end of times. He will not give up until the end of times. I promise you that. And if you, even if, like, let's say, you know, you were to do everything but sell your soul, you'd be okay. You'd still be able to come back. But the moment you sell your soul, you're gone. Like, don't do it, guys. Do not do it. And you need to watch out, because he is tricky. He will, very tricky. So, with all that being said, ooh, look at that. The devil in reverse. Kind of ironic, because I've been talking about it this whole time, but in the tarot card, the devil doesn't necessarily mean a, you know, it's not necessarily bad. It's the death of something. It's the end of a cycle. It's the beginning of a something. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I hate it when that happens. I'm kind of hungry. Probably need to eat something. Okay, so we'll read you this one. Oh, this is the Crow deck by MJ Cullinane. That, I'm sorry. I apologize. I butchered that. Please don't hate me, guys. Okay, so we'll read. You can tell I've used this book so much that like it just flips up. It's just like, yeah, let's go. Okay, so 15. Okay, the devil. Now this is an earth element. Ooh, this is kind of funny. So last night on Shonetta's video, she was talking about how us fire signs, my sun sign is a Sagittarius. We need a grounding earth sign. We need that something to help keep us grounded because we are so chaotic, because we are so all over the place. But I was telling my friend the other day that being a Sagittarius, and especially being a Sagittarius as a Pisces moon, I am very, very emotional. I am very, I guess, over the top and dramatic, I guess is the way to put it. Because one, being a Sagittarius, I am a fire, but I'm also deep and emotional and intuitive. That's what water is for. You know, your water is that's probably why I love taking baths so much. Anyways, sorry, got sidetracked. Okay, so this is addiction, bondage, temptation, and violence. Earth is the element. It says perched. Here we go. We'll do it like this for right now. Perched in the middle of a river of blood atop his last prey, the devil is disinterested in the lives he has destroyed. His presence can be cold and dark. At times, to catch his prey, he channels his charming nature and allows the unsuspecting victim to willingly follow, only to discover later he has taken their joy and replaced it with despair. Chained, yet able to free herself, and if she sincerely wishes, is a little bird symbolizing purity and a free spirit that has succumbed to the forceful demands of the devil. This card can mean that there is an addiction that is preventing you from finding real freedom and happiness. It also may indicate a fear of change. This card points out that the chains that have you bound may be of your own creation. Now, this is the way that it came out, okay, guys? So the only reason I read it both ways is because I do know some people don't believe in reversed. So I am letting you guys, again, take your own messages and take whatever resonates with you, okay? So the devil reversed is a sign that you are no longer binded by the materialism and overindulgences of the devil. You can free your mind and body from the shackles that have kept you from realizing your real potential. See, guys, what have I told you? Like, just let it go. Let it go with the flow, guys. God will provide. God will make it happen, okay? And if you don't believe in God, Spirit will make it happen. If you don't believe in Spirit, universe will make it happen. Whatever it is that you believe is the higher power, the overall big creation around us, it will make sure that you are taken care of. And oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. I love it when I get goosebumps. That means that there's somebody around that wants to talk. Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, well, that one went on the floor. This one came out earlier and I put it back in the deck because I was still shuffling and it was before I put it up here. Put it, let it go in the smoke in my little frankincense. It was exactly like this too. It was upside down earlier when it came out. So, I don't know if this one's just for me or if this one's for everybody, but it is the Four of Wands, and it's in reverse. So in the Four of Wands, like this, which is kind of funny, I actually had a dream once that kind of looked like this. But, so, this is the right side up, guys. So if you can see, there's your two crows right here, which is, again, there's two of them, and to me it appears that they're, like, kissing, singing, just doing their thing over here. And there's a fountain behind them. All of the colors are just so beautiful. And, like, there's kind of, it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can. Okay, so back here, this yellow color, it's actually like, it's not a ray of light, but it's just, it's light, it's blossoming, it's a halo, okay? So now it was upside down. So to me, this is saying that, like you're almost there. We're almost, focus. We're almost at the point where, we're almost at the point where, it's happening, it's coming, guys, we can do it, it's almost here. There's just a few things standing in our way, I guess. That's what I'm picking up at this point. So, Four of Wands, Pentacles, Cups, Wands. Okay. And it says, the crows, let me make sure my battery's almost dead. How many minutes do I have left on here? I got 6 minutes. We'll do one more card after this, okay? Because my battery's almost dead. I did bring other batteries, but I also have other stuff to do today, so. Okay, so what is it? 4 wands. 2 crows harmoniously chatter as they celebrate the end of another beautiful day. The 4 of Wands denotes a time of peace and harmony, especially regarding home and family. The 4 of Wands also predicts that a joyous occasion, such as a birth or a wedding, could be on the horizon. You may also see the 4 of Wands as a reminder to connect with those who bring joy and happiness into your life. Throw a dinner party, arrange for a backyard barbecue, or have friends over. It may not feel like it at this moment, but you will have a reason soon to celebrate. And then it says, when reversed, the 4 of Wands represents instability in your home life or a breakdown in a relationship. Although you know that the change is vital to your growth in the long run, you may be finding it difficult to keep a positive attitude. Okay, so yeah, see that's actually perfect with the rest of it, and it makes even more sense because this was the second card that came out, guys. What did I say earlier? These 2 are not on the same path. They're not in the same place at the same time. The swords are going to get them if they get there too fast and if they don't get there together, okay? You guys are going to, whatever it is, whoever, oh, look at that! Sometimes I look at the bottom of the deck and sometimes I don't, and I only did it because this time I only really thought about it because Shonnetta did it last night a few times, and I was like, hey, that's actually, I do that sometimes, so I guess it's okay, you know, blah, 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 blah. Well, whatever. Look at this, the Magician. Guys, you're almost there. This could be you, okay? Just do it, okay? Don't give up. Don't lose hope, okay? You got this. God's got you. I've got you, okay? And again, strength. This is the card that was on the top, which, so, I mean, it would have been on the bottom since the cards were upside down with the, you know, the pictures facing up. But so this technically would have been on the bottom, but if I would have flipped it over, it would have been on the top. Anyways, again, strength card, guys. You got this, guys. You are almost ready, okay? Don't give up. Don't lose faith. Okay, one more tiny little message, because I got a tiny little piece of frankincense here I can burn. Ah, I dropped it. Okay. Okay. Lord God, Heavenly Father, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, and Collective, please come to me. Please show me what it is and help me figure out one last message for those who will watch this video. What is it that they need to hear? One overall ending message regarding their life, their love, their prosperity, whatever it is that seems to be plaguing their mind at the moment of watching this video. Ooh, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and it has the star in it. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to give a little shout out here to Shonnetta. I will link her channel in the description. Go ahead and go watch her live from yesterday. It's 6 hours long. There are timestamps in the comments. However, I suggest that you do watch your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign, okay? Do not just stick to one, because again, these messages will resonate how they resonate, regardless of whether or not, you know, that is your sign, okay? Like yesterday, I was watching a few different signs on hers that weren't even my sign, you know? Like it was just like I would go fast forward, or I would like, okay, well maybe now this is mine, because I was doing it, I was rewinding it during the live. So I was, you know, kind of like trying to go back, go find stuff, see, blah, 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 blah. And I would stop on a few things. And every time I would stop on a few things, she would be saying something important that was relative to the current situation that is in my life right now. And I wouldn't necessarily say situation, because usually situation entails that it's bad, but that's not what it is. It's just, again, life. So, last card. 3 of Wands in reverse. Again, go watch her video. I'm sure you guys will find a lot out. You guys will figure a lot out about yourselves. I did last night. Go for it. Don't be afraid. You're gonna, guys, figuring out your better half and your darker self is hard. It's not easy. Okay? But don't give up. You got this. Okay, so right side up, this one is eager for new adventure. The crow looks across the expansive body of water. In a distance where he sees new land to explore, he is ready to move beyond familiar comforts of home and seek new ventures. and experiences. The Three of Wands suggests looking for a new beginning or opportunity in life, whether it's traveling abroad, starting a new project, or going back to school. This card brings the message that it is now time to go after your dreams. They may be significant as the vastest ocean. Move forward in faith. You will make it across. And then in reverse, the Three of Wands indicates a setback. Although the plan was well executed in your head, in reality there is an unforeseen snag and a pinch of bad luck holding you back. It may also be a sign that your heart isn't in the journey. Okay, guys, so that's exactly what it is. It's not that there's a setback, and I mean, I guess technically if your heart and your passion is not in the right place, it's going to be a setback, okay, guys? But you got it, okay? Don't give up, guys. We've got this one life to live, okay? Don't be fearful. Don't live because you're afraid of something. You know what I mean? Like, don't, like, Eric and I were talking the other day. It would be nice, you know, to move, and it would be nice to just go to a place where, you know, we started over. There wasn't anybody that knew us. You know, we could start over and make friends. Because, I mean, he has a very stressful job, okay? And I did have a stressful job, okay, guys? I quit back in February, I guess. It was extremely stressful. It was bad. Like, my hair was falling out. That's how bad it was. And now, you know, it's what, May? Almost, to be honest, we're almost done with May. Oh my goodness. But, it's taken a while, but I mean, I'm better, you know, I'm happy, I'm not stressed, I'm not worried, though I am slowly getting stressed about some other things just that don't matter, and I think it's because, again, the things that I need to work on. So, don't give up, guys. Okay, real quick, before my battery completely dies, I'm going to read what the star means for you, okay? I know it didn't come out, but because it is in this picture, and a few times on the signs that I was watching on Shonetta's video, the star did come out. So I'm gonna, for some reason, I just feel like a lot of the messages that I've been getting are a lot of the same messages that everybody else has been getting in the world, and all the different videos that I've been watching. So I believe, you know, again, this is a message. The star was there for a reason. It popped out, I thought about it, let's go. Okay, the star is wishes, happiness, astronomy, and optimism. It's the sign of air. Bathing in a crystal clear night sky, the crow allows the water to wash over her wings and cleanse away the negativity of the past. On a branch, a songbird serenades the crow and hearkens a time of newfound optimism. The star card brings a gift of hope and a message that any problematic time in your life will soon be over, and a place you find yourself will be a one of love and stability. You will feel a profound transformation, one that connects spiritually and as a result can lead to a lifetime change. When the star is reversed, hope and encouragement are replaced with a feeling of despair and lack of motivation. Take this as a message to quiet your mind and ask yourself what is holding you back. Listen to your gut. It will provide you with the solution to find success and happiness. Okay, guys, so I think overall that was a wonderful reading. I think we did, I know I honestly found some things out about myself and remembered some things that I probably, you know, need to move past, some little tidbits of things that irritate me for no reason. So guys, we are about to close out whatever messages we have here. So with that being said, I am about to shuffle these cards one last time. So if there's any other messages from a loved one for those who might be drawn to watch this video. So there was that one. That one was quick. That was the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's got a lot of abundance, and I don't think they've been paying attention to what it is that they have around them. They haven't been. And the Page of Cups. Okay. So we'll do Five of Pentacles first, then we'll do the Cups. Okay, so Five of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles, and is an active, dynamic card that announces step by step the positive evolution towards the future and the discovery of new interests and new solutions. An axis of dynamicism and velocity is moving about could, however, make a situation too fluid and unstable, causing inevitable worries and disorder to appear by obliging us to go back to where we were. With calm and through concrete and objective evaluation, you can go ahead, overcome any crisis that you meet along your way. Okay, and then the last one is the Page of Cups. Okay, battery's almost dead. Okay, Page of Cups is a creative crow who finds inspiration practically everywhere she looks. The crow leans in and leans to a fish spin romantic tales of love and travels. This young, energetic bird delights in the discovering new ideas and experiences, especially if they seem unconventional. Her vision of the world is almost childlike, full of play and wonder. The Page of Cups appears to you as a reminder that dreams can often provide the answers or inspiration we seek. Stay open-minded because alternative solutions may be found from a different and creative perspective. Although upright, this card celebrates the inner child. Reversed, you or someone you know may be lacking maturity when confronted by a problem. An unwelcome situation may be the result of a substance abuse or low emotional intelligence. You may also have unreal expectations that prevent you from finishing a project. Alrighty guys, there it is. That's just ultimate confirmation. Stop being in your head, okay? Easier said than done, I know. So, anyways, thank you, guardian angels, Lord, Father, Jesus, and spirit guides and collective. Thank you for allowing us to come into your space today and to join us to let us see and receive your messages for the greater good of those around us, as well as ourselves and those who hear and watch this reading. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. With that, we will be closing out with a prayer. Our Father who art in heaven,